A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
James Tavernier's penalty seals 3-1 win for Rangers over Motherwell. James Tavernier's penalty seals a 3-1 victory for 10-man Rangers over Motherwell and cuts Celtic's lead to 3 points.
Jason Cummings scores his first goal for Rangers, and a slew of other goals help Rangers to the win. Read on for more match reports from the Scottish Premiership.
Listed below are some key talking points from the game. James Tavernier penalty seals 3-1 win for Rangers.
A late James Tavernier penalty sealed a 3-1 win for Rangers against Motherwell at Fir Park. A Bevis Mugabe foul on Fashion Sakala led to the spot kick, and Tavernier converted to seal a win for the visitors.
Rangers are now within 3 points of leaders Celtic and play Ross County on Sunday. Motherwell have only won one game this season, a run which includes 3 defeats.
James Tavernier's penalty sealed the win for Rangers against Motherwell and reduced the gap on the top 4 to 3 points. The game was decided in the 28th minute after Leon Balogun was sent off.
Scott Wright's free kick gave Rangers the lead before Motherwell equalised. Tavernier converted the penalty to seal the victory and reduce the deficit to 3 points.
After the red card, Rangers were in the ascendancy and were the better team for it. Tavernier's delivery into the box was average, but his penalty seals the win for Rangers.
While Tavernier has been criticised in recent months, he stood his ground when it mattered most and kept Motherwell at bay. The home side have only won one game this season and could regain their lead against Ross County tomorrow.
At the other end, Rangers look the more dangerous team in the opening stages of the match. The Rangers have had more shots on goal than Celtic, and the goalkeeper has saved a Jack's effort and a string of Morello's attempts on goal.
However, Motherwell have yet to register a single shot on target. The result means Rangers will need to be on their toes in the remainder of the game.
In other news, Rangers are aiming for silverware and have now secured 12 straight wins. Celtic, meanwhile, will host Motherwell in their next game on Thursday, where they will face their rivals from the Scottish Premiership.
Motherwell have not beaten the champions in the previous 5 years. And while they've been in the top 4 this season, they've failed to win a trophy since 2011.
The first half of the game ended goalless, and the first goal was scored by Scott Arfield after an excellent run from the halfway line. However, Motherwell responded strongly to the goal, forcing Alan McGregor to save a Cullen Slattery header in the first half.
A second goal for the visitors was secured in the 61st minute thanks to a James Tavernier penalty. Jason Cummings nets first goal for Rangers.
With just 12 minutes remaining, Jason Cummings nets his first goal for Rangers. It's a fantastic goal for the midfielder, who has been on loan at the club from Nottingham Forest.
The goal was the winner after a late second-half flurry from Rangers. The goal was especially significant as Cummings came on for Steven Gerrard, who had 2 penalty misses in a row.
Born in Australia, Cummings was a lifelong Hearts fan. He attended Tynecastle High School and played for the boys' team Hutchison Vale.
Upon joining the Hearts Youth Academy, he suffered from injuries and was released from the club. The next year, he joined Hibernian, where he scored his first senior goal against Inverness Caledonian Thistle.
A few months later, he scored his first goal for Rangers against Hamilton Academical in the first leg of the promotion-relegation play-off. The game ended on a -1.
Rangers were 2-0 up at half-time. Cummings' first goal for Rangers came midway through the first period.
Although Rangers had the better possession stats, they struggled to create chances. However, the goal was enough to move the Rangers up to second in the table.
After the game, Cummings was sent off for offside. Cummings is a fantastic player who is yet to be fully rewarded for his efforts.
Graham Murty admitted that he has a dilemma on his hands regarding the Old Firm match. Although he has a tough time deciding between Cummings and Jamie Murphy, he opted to bring in the winger after his injury.
The result means that Rangers will face Celtic in the semi-final of the William Hill Scottish Cup. This match is an exciting game, and one that is sure to get fans excited.
On the other hand, Rangers' biggest test of the Warburton era came in the 21st minute. The Jurors should have scored earlier, but a pro clearance from Callum Fordyce led to a Hibs goal.
And in the 86th minute, Cummings capitalized on the blunder. His left-foot shot beats McCary and takes a slight deflection off Sutar.
After losing to Ross County for 0 in the Scottish Cup final, the win over Hibs is crucial for the Rangers' title hopes. A draw would move the club above Aberdeen in the table and into 4th position, but a win over Hibs would take them a long way to the Premiership.
However, there is more to come from the Rangers side, and the club's first goal for the season is an excellent start. Celtic's lead cut to 3 points.
The 10 men from Edinburgh secured a 12-1 win over Motherwell on Saturday night. The visitors were reduced to 10 men when defender Balogun was sent off for a lunge on the right wing.
Rangers could have added more points in the closing stages, but Tavernier's cool finish sealed victory. With Celtic 3 points ahead, Rangers must win their next 2 games to keep their title hopes alive.
Despite Celtic's dominance, Rangers had to dig deep in order to get the equaliser. The hosts made mistakes in defence, and the back line was no exception.
Rogic had too much space to pick his spot in the first half, and Fabio Cardozo failed to deal with a long ball that Demebel played into. The defence was breached again in the second half, with Tom Rogic curling a superb shot into the far corner.
A slight deflection off David Bates allowed Rogic to score the equaliser despite the 3 points. The result was still a shock.
The Rangers team had lost 3 games in a row at Celtic Park and were only 3 points away from winning the title for the first time under Gerrard. Rangers were down to 10 men for much of the game, but despite conceding 2 early goals, they still managed to scrape a 2-1 win.
The 10 men were able to make an impact on the game. However, the game didn't end there.
Rangers' character shone through during the match. The 10 men were a match for a tense finale, and the win will boost confidence for the club.
The 10 men showed that they have the quality to fight back against Celtic. With back-to-back extra-time victories, Giovanni van Bronckhorst's team will remain in the top 4.
The game was evenly matched before the break, and both teams had chances to score. Rangers had the first meaningful attack on goal just after the break, but it was Motherwell's turn to get the equaliser.
After a Connor Goldson cross from the left, Tavernier's header came back off the post, but Kelly diverted the ball behind him. However, Alan McGregor saved Slattery's long-range effort, and after that, Tavernier sealed the victory for 10-men Rangers over Motherwell to reduce Celtic's lead to 3 points.
With 5 minutes left to play, Rangers were able to cut the deficit to 3 points. Tavernier's first-half drive skimmed the post, and Callum Slattery's second-half header hit the post.
Rangers also reduced the Celtic lead to 3 points, with 2 men sent off for violent conduct. But the 10 men proved too strong for the home side.